More than anything, I like the camaraderie with people, and I also like the challenge that it provides. It's very much a mental game, and it definitely shows you in your game through your mental ability where you're strongest and where you need more work.
I think I just like the grind. I still like to compete and go out there and hit the ball terrible and try to get a score out of it.
Once you think you have figured one thing out, it changes the next day. Whether it's rainy weather or it's a windstorm, you can go out and play your best round, but you still realize that you've left a few out there that you could always do better.
It's so unpredictable, and you could have like a birdie on one hole and then like a double bogey on the next one.
You can be great one week or one day, and you can be a dumpster fire the next week.
It's never the same thing, never the same course, same layout. And I like all the people I meet. It gives different experiences and new memories every time.
The adrenaline I get when I'm playing good, it's like it just keeps driving me to play better each hole. And I've made a lot of friends from golf, and I'm very grateful for that.
It's just like, it's a good thing to get me like active and just like stay active. And it also keeps me like competitive.
My favorite thing about golf is how challenging it is and all the places that it will take you.
The one thing I like about tournament play is the different places that we get to go.
My favorite golf course is my home golf course, Mattaponi Springs. Just the undulations. The grass there is very unique. It's called Zoysia. It tees the ball up really well in the fairway, but it rewards you when you hit good shots. There's a par 5 number 6 that if it's playing downwind, it can be easily reachable. It goes right to left. It's a right to left hole, and I hit a right to left shot. I hit a draw. So it fits my eye perfectly. It's a great golf hole. It's a great risk reward hole, and it's fun to play. Yeah, actually that hole, I had my first birdie on that hole, which was pretty cool. And ever since then, I try to make a birdie every time you play.
Golden Horseshoe, the golf course, all the like pretty holes and the greens are very like good. Number 16, just the island par 3. That's like a difficult shot, but it's very rewarding if you hit a nice shot.
Well, my favorite course in Virginia is probably Bay Creek.
I absolutely love, I believe it's called Old Mill Resort. We affectionately refer to it as Groundhog Mountain, but it's on the western part of the state, and it's an absolutely beautiful golf course. I probably have least favorite holes. 8 and 9 at Old Mill are very difficult. 8 because it's a par 3, but it's straight uphill. So just getting the ball up there to stay at the top is good. The 9th hole is a par 4, and you hit a really short iron to get to the bottom, and then it's coming straight uphill again. So that is also a very difficult and creates a lot of memories of things I don't want to remember.
On the Nicholas course, I was playing really good. I've shot my lowest score there before. I think it was 3 or 4 under.
There's this hole on that course, number 5. It's probably the hardest hole I've ever played, like ever in my life. And I remember I was 12 and I birdied that hole for the first time. And like everybody was like congratulating me and stuff, and I told my dad and all that stuff. It was just like a really confident feeling.
My favorite course in Virginia is Boonesboro Country Club. The reason that's my favorite course is because of hole 16. And I'd been playing so well, and my nerves got to me a little bit on 16. And so I hit my drive, and then it was into the woods, and I had to chip out, and I actually chunked my chip shot. And then I had a 6-iron into the green, and I pured it and hit it really well. And then I putt up and actually made one of the best bogeys of my life. That was a big turning point into being able to mentally bring myself back together.
RTJ in Northern Virginia is my favorite golf course. There's a specific hole, number 9, which is a par 3. It's a peninsula that's extremely intimidating. It's about 195 yards from the tees we played that day. I'm pretty sure I hit a 5 hybrid and was able to land it on the green and 2 putt for par.
I'd probably have to say the 15th hole at Stonehenge, which is a pretty long par 3 that both myself and my 12-year-old son have made hole-in-ones there. And so that's pretty cool to think about.
I love Farmington. Farmington is one of my favorite golf courses in the state, by far. I just think it's the way it's laid out. It's super old school with the pitch of the greens, the way the fairways roll. It's just, you can tell that they didn't do much with the terrain. It was just there, and they put a golf course on it. They didn't have to move a whole lot of dirt. So I love just seeing the mountains in the background when you get to 14 and you kind of see out from the side of the clubhouse. 18 at Farmington is by far my favorite hole. I think it's just really hard, really demanding. In a way, some people would say the green's almost unfair, But yeah, I've had good moments on that green. I've had some bad moments on that green.
I would say Greenbrier Country Club in Chesapeake. It's my home course, but I've also shot my best 9-hole round there.
Favorite course probably would be Kingsmill, the river course. I kind of started there. My grandpa took me out to play and I just got hooked and just started on that course and I just loved it. I like how the greens roll there, and yeah, geographically I feel like it just fits my eye.
My favorite course is Kingsmill River Course, because that's where the LPGA plays, and I think it's really cool that I get to play on that course.
It is inspiring to play on the same course as LPGA does at the Pure Silk Championship, because I feel like it gives me the same feeling as they do, and like maybe I can feel the same pressure they might at the end of the course. My favorite hole in Kingsmill is number 18, because I feel like since it's the last hole, everyone's watching, especially at the LPGA, there's all the stands and stuff. I feel like it's like the most exciting hole.
I like Kingsmill. It's kind of difficult, but the conditions are really great. The times where I've played there, they were really nice, and that like just makes me want to go there more. 17 on Kingsmill, it's a nice hole. Just as you walk up to the tee box, you can like see the water to the right side, yeah, and it's like really beautiful. On 18, I really love just walking up to the green, because on the side there's like this like nice little garden, like it's like cut in the bushes, and it's really pretty.
My favorite hole is probably number 17 at Kingsmill, and on the river course. That hole is just, it's so pretty, and it's a difficult hole considering the wind and the elevation of it, and it's just a thrill of that hole.
I like the signature on that golf course. That was the first time I shot in the 30s. I shot a 39 and I was so excited, like I was so focused, because when we were playing that tournament, I watched The Greatest Game Ever Played, and the main character is Francis, and he was just like super focused, and at that age, I was 9 years old. And I was like, oh, I want to be just like him, so I'm going to do the same thing he did. And that was the first time I shot in the 30s.